Alright, and we've got Speedy versus Winkie. Let's get this going. And I need to remove all that crap. It's Speedy! And here comes Winkie. Everybody hates Winkie. Nobody likes Winkie. And this is Velocity Lightweight Division action. High flyers, high speed. And there's an arm drag. Winkie probably going to go for a bit more of a striking game. Speedy, the consummate Lucha Libre high-flying superstar. It's a bit of a leg takedown there, leg trip. Ooh, Winkie nails him with that rolling shoulder block. Floors him with a big punch. Or slap. Snap or takeover. Twisted neck breaker. As Speedy needs to try to avoid that the punching game against Winkie. I wouldn't say Winkie's one of the hardest punchers in the company by any stretch, but he's had some boxing training, so he knows how to throw a punch.
2, 3,
everybody.
4.
Oh, Winkie goes for it and way out of position. Total miss. Takes a big kick to the back of the head. That's why it's called high risk, folks. Low blow does not connect. Winkie not above a bit of cheating here and there. Out of position on the moonsault splash. Winkie out of the way, steeled himself, didn't get caught with the feet either. Modified backflip kick, almost turned into, but didn't connect very well. Roll egg, but into the ropes. So we got a rope break there. And Winkie wants to taunt. He wants to rile up the audience. That's what he likes to do. He likes to get everybody riled up. He feeds off of it. See signs out there and say, there's one right there over in the corner. If Winkie wins, we riot. Nobody likes Winkie. Working on a takedown. Very nicely done. There's an Irish whip. And nails him with a back kick. Oh, he gets caught with a power slam. A little bit off their game here a bit, but that's what Winkie specializes in, actually, is taking people off their game and kind of making them, work out of their comfort zone. He goes high flying with them, he can trade the blows, he can get a little bit of grappling. Looks like, yeah, that's pretty much what he likes to do. In this case, he's staying on top of Speedy, not letting him really gather any major momentum, keeping him from going to the air, keeping him grounded, forcing him to work more of a grappling game. Trading punches there. Speedy gets the better of it. Does not get hit with a low blow. Speedy managing to get the hits. Does not connect with the moonsault again. And just back and forth right here. Nobody really getting upper hand. Speedy gets him around, spins him. Double chop, takes him down. Winkie back up. Oh, and hits the low blow this time. Winkie gets him behind, spins him. Clubbing blow, takes him down. Speedy back up. Drop kick does not connect solidly. Gets caught, and Speedy getting the better of the punching game last few times. I believe he is a bit bigger than Winkie. Back kick connects, drives Winkie back into the ropes. Speedy gets behind him. Jumping kick to the back of the head. And this time Winkie gets the better of it. Neither one really in control at the moment. It's very back and forth, back and forth. Winkie got in trouble there briefly after blowing the vaulting press over the ropes. To roll up on the ropes again. But since then, Speedy he's managed to get some moves in. I think he might be slightly ahead of the game on hitting some moves onto Winkie, and he's gone for some roll-up pins a couple, 3 times, but I don't think either one of them has really landed anything telling. That might be an opening right there. Let's see. And he hits the missile drop kick. And the flipping senton. So that could be the start of a landslide here. Only gets a 1 count. Calling for something. Maybe planning to go for his driver, perhaps for that huge moonsault that he likes to use. Gets behind him. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Only a 1 count though. I don't know. That was a bit of an odd move. I think he could have gotten him with that Speedy T that he likes to use as his finisher, or, you know, as I've said in the past, here at AZW, sometimes a finishing move is a finishing move, sometimes it's just used to wear guys down. It's a really high impact move that is a favorite of the wrestler. It's not necessarily going to finish a match. It's just a favorite move they like to use. Some might call it them signature moves. It just depends on how you want to look at it. Ooh, Winkie nailing him with some strikes there. Getting some hits in. Does not go down to the drop kick. Gets a hold of him, and headlock takeover. Winkie might have been able to reverse things there. I'm not sure why he just let Speedy get away with that. A bit odd, but yeah, maybe professional courtesy. Ooh. Ooh. Nicely done. Very nicely done there to Speedy. Speedy regains his control, drop toe hold. Calling for something again. Is he going to go for his driver this time? It's Speedy T. But that's just another Hurricane Rana takedown. It's not going to be enough to put Winkie away. He's not a wimp. He's been doing a lot of training, getting his stamina up, working with his occasional tag team partner Jack Frost. Put a lot of time in the gym. Both these guys very tough. Winkie nailing him with a couple of blows there, but takes another one of those big kicks. Gets up. Laying in some chops. Winkie trying to get something happening there. I'd say overall in this match so far, Speedy has had the most time in control. He's had the most impact. Looks like he might actually have been trying to stomp Winkie's head as he jumped over. Winkie got up in time. That could have been painful.
8, 9, 10.
And he just throws Winkie back in. Not sure what the point of that was. Maybe trying to disorient. Winkie hits the enziguri. That could be an opening that he needs, but takes the drop kick. Not able to capitalize. Gets a hold of him. Now he's going to throw Speedy to the outside. See, is he going to
2.
Oh,
1.
tries for a body press there, the slingshot body press, but Speedy pushed him out of the way.
5.
A little bit of disorientation there, trying to roll him up on the outside just to
8.
disorient and dishearten, I would imagine. Speedy, more of the professional high flyer. You may have noticed that he's really only gone for the one high flying move, that missile drop kick, and he nailed it. Winkie getting a little bit more risky. He's not as used to the high flying style. He's only really started to bring that in a bit more recently. But he has been getting pretty good at his usual game plan of, you know, keeping the other guy off his game plan. But so far, and there is a low blow. Speedy must not have caught him too badly. Speedy able to get right back up, but that is going to take a toll. And it's things like that are the reason why people really hate Winkie. He's just got a really weird attitude problem and has a bad habit of doing shit like that to the other guy. It's just, you get that kind of feeling that he could win matches just fine, and he does win matches just fine, but he still cheats, even though he doesn't really have to. He just does it to be a dick. Winkie getting right back up off that reverse DDT. Maybe catching a second wind here. Catches Speedy with the arm wrench and elbow there. Reversal on the Irish whip. Power slam. But takes a boot. Oh, Speedy's just got busted open. And now that could be a problem, because blood in your eyes, that's going to make it hard to see. You might misjudge distance on something. Oh, just hit a big belly-to-back suplex, though. That's going to take a toll. So I'd still say I don't know who's going to win this one. Nobody has really solidly been in control for any length of time during this match. It's been very back and forth. Winkie's taken a few bigger hits. He's made a couple of mistakes on the high-flying moves. Speedy's been a bit more conservative, hit more moves, but he's also taken a few shots, and he is bleeding now. So we'll just have to see. Neither of these guys do the hardcore stuff. They're not used to bleeding. Not sure how Speedy's going to deal with it very well, if he's going to be able to handle it very well. Winkie missed an opportunity right there to capitalize. He could have sent Speedy flying. Speedy is the one who manages to counter the move and send Winkie flying with the arm drag. The luchador arm drag. Winkie hits the strike, though. Drives Speedy back, gets behind him, and atomic drop. Speedy popping back up. In the corner. Oh, driven right back in. Winkie just knocking his block off. Going for a bit of a choke there. It's too close to the ropes. Ooh, taken down with the spin kick. Speedy gets him up. And takes him down with another high spin kick. Does not get hit with a low blow. Oh, nice springboard back elbow from Winkie. And an elbow to the knee. Bit odd, but Speedy does like to use the high-flying moves a lot, so... And that is a large portion of his offense most of the time. So I'd say Winkie has been working his game plan pretty well. He's been keeping Speedy grounded for the most part. But at the same time, this has become more of a battle of attrition, and Winkie, I'd say, is losing. Marginally at this point still, but Speedy is winning, Winkie is losing. I may have gotten mixed up a little bit. Speedy has managed to do more damage overall, I think. Winkie has not taken any really huge hits. Now Speedy just did. Oh, and he's going to do a little bit of taunting there. Ooh, laying in some knees. Speedy that ramming him to the outside, knocking him to the outside, hitting the table like that. That could take a serious toll. There's another slingshot to back elbow. Winkie has definitely taken control at this point. Speedy trying to get something going. Irish whip. Drop toe hold. But Winkie prevents any further momentum being built. Just drops him with a big slap there. Driven back a bit by the kick. Doesn't go down though. Just glaring at each other. There we go again. Winkie nailing some body shots. Irish whip into the corner. Gets him around. Gets a hold of him. And looks like he's going to try for maybe a big backdrop. And he's super backdrop. Yeah. Oh, damn. Speedy getting up. But I'd say that's these last couple of minutes has been definite tide turner. Definite momentum shift. Winkie has hit a couple of big moves, done some serious damage. You have to see if Speedy can recover and make a comeback. And, oh, goes for the Boston Crab, flipped off though. Gets a hold of him. And over the shoulder backdrop. Well, he manages one punch before the ref breaks it. I don't know. Winkie had really built up some momentum there. Just took a drop kick to the back of the head and another spin kick coming back. Now it seems to be a bit more back and forth again. Oh, but Winkie hits the spinning neck breaker. He's going to pick Speedy up. And Winkie knocks him down. Picks him up. Speedy breaks the hold. Knocks Winkie down. And hits that spinning leg attack. I'm not really sure what the hell it's called. Hits the arm wrench elbow. Going for a pin here. 1, 2. Only 2. I'm going to say that'd be pretty messed up if he got a pin off that. Big drop kick. Nice. Elbow to the knee. Speedy working over the legs a little bit there. Not a bad strategy. Winkie not as much of a high flyer, but as I said, he has been incorporating that in.
2.
Oh, now it's Speedy's turn to get salty with the taunts. The little fake out there. It's behind, roll up, right in the ropes again. Terrible positioning on those roll-up pins from Speedy. Catches him, drives Winkie back. Gets a hold of him, double chop. Gets a hold of him. Oh, and Speedy team. Now Winkie's busted. Up in. 1, 2, 3. There it is at the finish. Speedy finishes it with his finishing move. The Speedy T. So there you go, folks. There's the match. And there is a good shot. Speedy T. Boom. So upcoming matches will be Sugar taking on Heir of Carthage, Larry defending his title against Frankie, Spaz moving over to the Stalwart division taking on newcomer Ben Ruiz. Then we'll be having Uria and Alfred Adams taking on Overcenter and Bioman as a continuation of the Alfred Adams and Overcenter feud. So those are some of the upcoming matches. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.